And we are live. Welcome, welcome everybody to the Sisters United Hangout. And Stephanie and I, we just got off of this amazing, like very private AllIn mastermind hangout that we were just on. And our topic for today is the importance of being all in your life, in your biz. Before we get into that, I'm just going to quickly introduce me and Stephanie. A lot of folks, they've been on with us for several hours. We're the diehards. We're still out here. We got some other folks that might pop in or might just be us. And all I can say is it's going to be, everything is always working in your favor for your own good. So there's a reason why, if it is just the two of us talking, because there's something powerful that you need to hear from us here. So I am Valerie Jampolsky. I'm the Abundance Mom Freedompreneur from Abundance Now, and I am a single mom. I've got twin 5-year-old boys, and I usually give a naked kid alert, but I think they are still, they're taken care of in the other room over there. And for me, my story is I used to be an entertainment attorney, and oh my goodness, when I was pregnant with the twins, I had basically a massive epiphany. I was sitting there in my office and very, very pregnant to the gills with the twins. And all of a sudden it sort of dawned on me, I had this massive realization that if I didn't make a massive change in my life, my kids were going to be, never mind daycare, they'd have been raised by nannies. And I'd be lucky if I could tuck them in at night. And I also just had this massive realization. I remembered, all I can say is I remembered who I really, really was. It was like I remembered there was so much more to me than what I was doing, which is pushing those papers around and what I was doing in that job. There was so much more of what I could to give and to help people. And I made this massive determination. And ultimately, it was interesting. You make a determination like that. It's hard to leave a 6-figure job. Well, 6 months into my maternity leave, the studio that I was working for MGM, and it went bankrupt. I remember that in the news, but it went bankrupt. And they laid off pretty much all the attorneys in my department. We all kind of, it was like this flow of people that just left. And I had already made the determination that I really didn't want to be doing that anymore. I wanted to be home with my kids. And that was the beginning of my journey. And I actually got involved in a lot of different things because the thing that I do, the system that we all work with now didn't even exist at that time. And I got involved in a lot of other things, but nothing, because I was looking and searching, nothing ever really pulled together all the bits and pieces that I needed. But I had made this determination. What's going to say for me is to be all in my life with my kids and all in anything that I do. I'm going to dig in more deeply into that, but I want to pass it on over to Stephanie, because you have a very powerful story, and for what all in means for you to be all in your life and everything else that you do is just, I think people need to hear it. So here you are, you're up. Welcome, Stephanie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can totally hear you, yeah.
Thanks, Val, for having me. First time being on the Sisters United. Like you said, we had an awesome hangout back to back, and I just thought, why not just keep jumping on to the next hangout? So it's all good. It's I'm from Perth, West Australia, and it's 12:34 a.m. at the moment. So all good. I guess the good thing about being an entrepreneur that you work from home. You don't have to get up early to go to work. I can sleep in a little bit later on, so that's all good. Yeah. So, I thought I'd just share a little bit about myself. Let's see. Before I became an online entrepreneur, I was actually working in the medical industry for probably just over 10 years. And at that time, the money was not as good as I thought it would be for medical professionists. And so So I decided to look for something else with better pay, because as a single girl with a mortgage, it just wasn't enough money to have a life and pay a mortgage. So the mining industry was actually booming at the time. So I decided to apply for the mines, and I actually worked there for about 3 years. And even though the money was really good, I was not getting the time freedom, because I was a fly in, fly out. So I was working 2 weeks on and coming back to Perth for just that 1 week. And it was just a struggle to try and catch up with everyone in that 1 week period, and even try and get other bits and pieces sorted in my life. So even though the money was good, time wasn't. So, and it was starting to sort of take a toll on my health. And I just decided that enough's enough and I needed to get out, but I didn't know what to do. So I actually, you know, one day when I was sitting on my laptop, you know, looking through my Facebook feed, I came across Sarita, and she was making, she was a stay-at-home mum, part-time, working part-time, and she was making more money than I was in the mines. And I just thought to myself, damn, if she's making more money than I am working part-time and I'm working full-time, I need to know what the hell she's doing. So yeah, that's when I sent her a message, and she sort of gave me all the info, and I said, you know, when I get back to Perth, I'll take a look at it. And yeah, went from there. So I went in all in straight away. It's just like, this is probably my ticket to get out. So so I went all in, and it was probably, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I started to get very sick, and I didn't realize that it was really serious. I thought it was just, you know, from working in the mines, I might have caught something, you know. But as the weeks went on, it just progressed, you know, really, really bad, and I got really scared. So I went and saw the doctor, and to cut a long story short, yeah, I was sent to the emergency at the hospital, and they did further tests on me, and then yeah, that's when I got the bad news that I was diagnosed with stage 4 T-cell lymphoma, which is a blood cancer. And yeah, it was then that I hit the brakes on, handbrake. I just said, nope, that's it. I've got to concentrate on my health. So yeah, I was away from everyone, even social media. I was away from that for quite a while because I was just focusing on my health. But yeah, I got good a few months later after 6 rounds of chemo, and yep, I'm back now. I'm fighting strong, and I've been to 2 masterminds already. I've been to the Bali one, was my first one, which was awesome, and that's where I got to meet Val. And then yeah, that had the second one in Perth, probably about a month later. So yeah, I guess the importance of being all in is that if you think of it like college, you know, when you apply to go for college, you don't, you know, just buy one book and say to yourself, okay, if by the end of the month I don't have a job, then I'm just going to quit, you know. It's, you know, it's ridiculous. If you want to, you know, get a job at the end of college, you've got to buy all the books, you've got to buy all the education. As they say, you know, you've got to get all the tools in your tool belt, sort of thing. So that's my reason why it's important to go all in, because you can't do it with just a book or just one little tool. You need all of it in order. And, you know, the products that we have is actually teaches you to, you know, work an online business, you know, and I've not known anyone to be successful and not being all in. So yeah. I just thought I'll share that with you, my little 2 cents of what I think the reason why it is important to be all in, definitely.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, when you made the decision to take care, oh, hang on one second, I got like goofy things going on in my computer here. Hang on one second, let me back over there. Yeah, like, so, you know, like, so Stephanie, it's like when you know, made the decision to really focus on your health, I mean, you were all in focusing on your health because it was literally your life hanging in the balance, right? I mean, it's like it's the epiphany of just saying, this is it. I'm focusing, I'm putting my energy, I'm putting my focus, and to just be, you know, it's weird. Like sometimes things happen and they're like a weird blessing. You've got this experience now. You know what it means to throw yourself 100% into something because you had to, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of saying going all in to focusing on your health, and you know, and then you know, and all in the business, you know, in doing things and make, you know, it's like even today, like look at you, we just did 2 hangouts. We did a general hangout with everybody in our team, and then we also did one for everybody that was all in masterminding. We've been going for now, what is it, 4 hours for a while, because we had these trainings that went longer than we thought because there was more that folks wanted to share and help, and we were like assisting and masterminding and all that. And then he said, okay, now we're going to do our regular Sisters United hangout, and you're just like, that's it, I'm all in. It's like, I just did it, I'm going to do it, I'm doing it, I'm here, right? I've never been on, it's my first time on. I mean, but it's like, you see what I'm saying? It's like now that you're here, you're throwing your life, you're throwing your gusto into it, and that's just, it's everything. It's, you know, throwing yourself all in financially, throwing yourself all in at your heart, you know, heart, soul, focus, everything. Just, it makes a difference. I find it makes a difference for me when I'm saying, you know, the difference. Sort of try to fix this, you know, or do this or whatever, and it's like, no, I'm here and I'm shining my light and I'm going to make this work, whatever it is. Whether it's your connection with the people that you love, whether it's focusing on your health, whether it's focusing on your business, whether it's focusing on anything, it's like, you know, having that powerful, you know, energy of, I'm going to shine my light and I'm just going to go for it, and, you know, allow the most powerful part of me to shine through and just do it, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
I want to look and see, so go ahead, you go ahead. I'm going to take a look and see if we've got anybody commenting on it, you know, on our page at the moment. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I think it's a little of everything, you know. It's being surrounded by, you know, people, you know, that really, you know, give you that encouragement, and you know, and also I forgot to mention, like, you know, I'm a Christian, so I read a little bit of the scriptures every day, you know, when I wake up. So that's given me the strength to also keep going, you know. Like sometimes I think to myself, you know, oh, I can't do it, but I don't know, there's just something inside that just is like a little spark, and that sort of makes me, I don't know, give it my all. And sometimes I don't realize what I really have in me until it actually happens. So, you know, it's just amazing, you know, like, and with your teaching, Val, when you said about, you know, manifesting, you know, and I just thought that's what I need. And you said also do it not just, you know, for your business, but for your health as well. So that's what I've been doing as well. So it's quite powerful, you know. And, you know, I've also been listening mostly to, you know, Dave Wood's Speak the World into Existence. And there's like a bit where he goes, you know, there's no excuses, you know, there's people that've got cancer and they're making like money. And I'm like thinking, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. You know, you know, in the beginning I was all, you know, sad for myself, but then I thought, no excuses. There's people, I'm not the only one that's got cancer, for crying out loud. There's probably many other people that have got cancer and they're making money, and if they can do it, so then so can I. So
exactly, like
yeah,
we had Marisol on. I mean, you just see the one, Marisol's usually here with us, but we had Marisol on. Marisol's one of our sisters, and, you know, if one of the other hangouts, we haven't seen it, but, you know, message us, we get you access to it. But she'll be on future Hangouts as well. But Marisol was diagnosed, what was it, 12 years ago? She was diagnosed with cancer, and the doctors told her to basically prepare her kids to live without her. You have about 3 months. Go prepare them. And she just went, no. You know, and she did whatever it took, and she found some alternative methodologies that, you know, modern science would said, you know, that's it, you're done for. But they're expensive, and she used this business to pay for all of those things that literally kept her alive. She's here now 12 years later, but she used this business to pay for a lot of what she needed to get done, so so that she can be, she's here. She's a grandma, you know? So it's like, you know, and there are, we've had, there, you know, there's people that, you know, being, you know, bedridden in pain, and they're like literally lying on their stomachs, but saying, you know what, I can do this. I've got access to the internet. I got a laptop. I can make things happen. I can make things happen. I still have me, and I have my light to shine. And as long as I have access to the internet with this, you're good. You could be anywhere, right? You could be people, we have people traveling and everything, but it's like, oh goodness, this I have little technical, I've got a little bug on my computer that I'm going to get rid of. That I'm going to bring my computer into a healthy state, shall we say. Every time, so often now, when I click on something, it does this thing that pops up, and I'll be right back. Okay, cool. All right. So, but yeah, and shout out to Sarita, whose idea it was for this topic, but her, after a few hours, her internet got a little bit choppy, so she's not here with us right now, but thank you for the idea for the topic. And that's, you know, sorry, we've been up for a while. So, you know, pretty much what I want to share is, if you, for those of you that are watching this, and those of you also, you know, that if you're watching this and you're in the replay, you know, shout out if you're living your life all in, you know, and your comments and thoughts on what does that mean to you, being all in your life and your business. We'd love to hear your comments in the chat, even in the replay, because we all, you know, time and space are all relative anyways, you know. Everything is in the now. We're all here in the now with you, no matter when you're watching it. So do you have something else that you wanted to add on top of that, Stephanie?
No, I just, you know, you explained it real well, Val. You know, when you first said all in, you know, business came to mind, but then afterwards, as you kept talking, I thought, yeah, all in every aspect of your life, you know. You're either in or you're not, you know. There's no sitting on the fence, you know. There's no, you know, I'll dip my toe in and see, you know, if this is for me or not, you know. What was, I think Dave Wood was saying something about, you know, the people that really want to do something, that they're quick to make a decision but slow to change their minds, that sort of thing.
Yep.
Where the other people, they're like, they think about it a lot, and then but they're quick to change when it doesn't suit them, sort of thing. So yeah, there's no sitting on the fence. There's no toe dipping. It's either you're in or you're out. And to be honest, I'd rather be in than be out. That's for sure.
Well, it's like, okay, here, I've got my cell phone. Here it is, right? Now, you probably have a cell phone in front of you. Anybody watching this right now, I want you to try to pick up your cell phone. Well, you just picked it up. I want you to try to pick it up.
Try and pick up my cell phone.
It's like, try to pick it up. You just picked it up. You just did it. You just picked it up. You went all in.
Yeah.
But try to pick it up. If you're trying, you're not actually picking it up, right? It's like, and people use that word try. Well, I'm just going to try. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. Bottom line is, like, everything is all about being all in. Try to drink a glass of water. You either, you know, take a sip of the water. Try to take a sip of water. You either take a sip of the water or you don't. It's a perspective of just how you've heard this one. T. Harv Eker has always said, how you do anything is how you do everything. So it's just having that shift of you know, in a way, it's trusting life. It's trusting yourself and trusting your gut, and just saying, you know, whatever dreams that you have, whatever vision that you have, anything you've ever seen for yourself, it's already yours, or you wouldn't be able to even see it. It wouldn't even cross your mind, right? And so then anything that's in front of you, like for those of you that are, you know, already connected with what it is that we do, and, you know, maybe you're all in financially, you just got to take action and go all in. Go all in with what you're doing. Or you're looking at this and you're like, you know, there's a reason. If you're still here watching us, there's a reason. There's a reason. There's something here that's resonating with you, right? And if you're not already connected with us, there's a button below, and I could say try, but it's $7. Just get in. Just get in, you know. And you know, we don't bite. We're here. We're wonderful. We're supportive, and you know, we get it on the other side, and then you can see what it really means, and experience the stuff that we're experiencing. But no matter what, even in, you know, you're watching this, no matter what area of your life it is there something that you're trying, but you're not really going all in relationships, in your health, in anything that you're doing? And take a look, because as long as you're trying, you're not doing, right? And it's the folks that just say, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to do it, you know, and that's when things happen. But coming from a place of not like, oh, but coming from this place of, yeah, you know, this is cool. I've got, everything is working in my favor, and this is exciting, and I've got this inspiration, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of listen to your gut and kind of go for it. Listen to that little voice that says, yeah, do this. Like you had this voice, Steph, and said, yeah, sure, I'm going to hop on this. I've never done it before, but what the heck? Why not? Right? You know, here
Yep.
And you're hanging on your own. We're doing this by ourselves. He says, you know what? Everybody else is tired. They did these other masterminds. We're saying, screw it. We can do this by ourselves. We don't need to have a long hangout. It's the two of us talking. So we're probably going to close this up soon, but there's a powerful message here for you, right? Showing even just our process of us just saying, you know what? There's only two of us right now. We've got something of value to share. And there's someone here that's watching this, and there's, you know, maybe it's you, maybe it's, you know, maybe it's someone else, but someone's watching this, and there's something that we've said that's triggered an idea, that's triggered a thought, that's had a little bit of an aha. And is going to be able to make that slight transition into that next level of really shining your light and living your calling and being here for what we're really here for, you know, and doing that with every ounce of your being, right? And that's when the magic happens. That's when we transform everything. And the abundance that's already ours starts to just manifest, you know, when you can throw yourself in like a child with wonder into something new, going, wow, this is so cool. I'm just going to do it, right? And trust your life, So with that, anything else, Stephanie? Otherwise, we're going to close out. We can make it a short one, and that's okay.
Yeah, I've got to take my hat off for you, Val. Like, you pulled an all-nighter, basically. It's just awesome. I mean, you could have just easily said, nah, that's it. We've gone too over the mark. There's not going to be, you know, a Sisters United. But it's like, no, we're still going to do one, regardless that we're like really late. We're still going to do it, you know. And I actually admire that in you. So yeah, and thank you for inviting me. So yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, I guess the final thoughts would be, you know, trust yourself, trust in the system, and just know that you've got like a big support team to help you out. So you're not alone. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And just go all in. Go all in.
Yeah, get in, go all in. And yeah, and it's cool. And the cool part is, Steph and I, we can sleep in.
I know. I mean, I got my house cut. I'm just ready for bed now. I had a shower, had my dinner, and I'm just going to go to bed now. And whilst people are getting up, I don't know, 5, 6 in the morning to get in their cars and go to work, I can just like sleep until, I don't know, about 9, 10 perhaps, and go, okay, I'm going to now start my day. So yeah, it's all good.
Exactly.
It's all good.
The life of a freedompreneur.
Yes, definitely. That's what a freedompreneur is all about. Living your life on your own terms, whenever you want to. Yep, exactly. That's for sure.
Making a difference. You guys are probably sleeping. So big hugs to all of you. We will see you all next week. And yeah, go for it. Just be all in all areas of your life. Just go for it.
Definitely.
See you next week.
Mwah.
We'll see you on the other side.